the EVM has been used for almost whole day, and after that they are saying ki no, battery can be 99%. It is not possible. Protest, I think it will happen, but it should be on national level. It should not be only in the state. All the Urdu teachers were placed in the polling offices, polling booths, and they were compulsorily, they were told you have to wear burqa and sit in the polling booths. They were sitting with burqas in the polling booth, and that was because they wanted Hindu votes to divert towards BJP.
Maharashtra Assembly elections have concluded with the Mahayuti winning over 230 seats, whereas the Mahavikas Aghadi winning over just 46 seats. There are various discussions going on over in Maharashtra whether what led to the massive defeat of the Mahavikas Aghadi, whether it is the seat sharing formula or any other reason. Many leaders of the Mahavikas Aghadi have questioned the irregularities in the EVM. However, Supreme Court has dismissed the PIL seeking the ballot papers. So today we are joined by Mr. Dipesh Mhatre of the Shiv Sena UBT faction. He contested against Mr. Ravindra Chavan of the BJP from the Dombivli Assembly constituency. Ravindra Chavan has emerged as the winner for the fourth consecutive time from the Dombivli Assembly constituency. Mr. Dipesh Mhatre is also the KDMC standing committee chairman, former standing committee chairman, and he has been a corporator for 3 terms. So, sir, now the Supreme Court has dismissed the allegations that you have put. So, what is your argument? Because constantly MVA leaders are telling that there are irregularities in the EVM. So, what's the logic behind this argument?
First of all, I would like to tell you about the Supreme Court. The which PIL was filed in Supreme Court was not about this elections. The petition was pending from last 6 months before Lok Sabha election. The petition was filed in the Supreme Court, and that petition has been dismissed by Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court. But I would first like to tell you about the constituency which I contested the election from 143 Dombivli. I was contesting the elections. There was anti-incumbency against Ravindra Chavan, anti-incumbency against the government, and in whole Maharashtra, there was anti-incumbency against this government, and there was the politics of breaking the parties apart, and UBT section, UBT fraction, and Shinde's fraction. There was Bhajapa fraction. There was 6 fractions, and this landslide victory, which has happened in Maharashtra, people are not able to digest this victory, and when people are not able to digest, that means there is something mismanagement or malfunction in the EVM machines. First of all, I'll tell you about the 143 constituency. In 143 constituency, when the counting was done, almost 23 EVMs, the battery level was 99%. If the EVM has been used for almost whole day, and after that they are saying ki no, battery can be 99%. It is not possible, and it is a technical point. After that, in every constituency which you can see in the Thane district, every constituency, the winner has got the lead of 50,000 to 60,000 approximately. So how can it happen ki in each constituency the lead is same? When there was counting between 143 and 144 rural and Dombivli Vidhan Sabha, the lead in the first round of both the candidates were same in other constituency. So how can this happen? And people are questioning EVM. Not only we are questioning, on every nook and corner in the city you can hear discussions about EVM.
Sir, Sanjay Raut has told that 450 complaints were received of the EVM. Even Jitendra Awad has raised questions that there are quite discrepancies between the EVM and the voter list. So, what are the MVA leaders planning? Is there any protest planned, or will they come together and plan a protest against this alleged irregularities?
No, protest against who we should do. The the whole system is already corrupt. EVM, we can't find anything in the EVMs. Mahavikas Agadi is trying to get together and fight this in the court. But if court is not giving the decision of our party split also in last 2 years, when will we get decision about these EVMs? So this is the final decision of democracy. We need to save our democracy in this country. So now Mahavikas Agadi, India Agadi, and this needs to come. Whole people needs to come together, fight against this. So protest, I think it will happen, but it should be on national level. It should not be only in the state. It should be in the national level, and it should come in whole country.
Kharge has also given a statement like Bharat Jodo, we will continue this fight. So, sir, you were talking about the party split. Now we have seen two factions of the Shiv Sena, Shinde faction and the UBT faction. Now the question was real Shiv Sena Kunachi, but people have voted in favor of the Shinde faction after this elections. So, do you think people are voting in their favor because Ladki Bahin scheme has worked according to them, or the narrative which was done by the UBT or the whole MVA leaders that constitution badlenge, this has not worked, or what's the narrative that has worked in their favor?
If EVM is already corrupt, then there is no point of narratives, no points of fractions, no point of anything else. People just want ki where they have voted, the vote should go to that person only. Shivsena Kunachi. Whose is this Shivsena? In if you see in the Shinde fraction, 15 people who have won this election are from BJP. They have only contested the election on the symbol of Dhanushyaman, but they are not from originally from Shinde's fraction. So, and we have contested election, we have got 20 seats, and Shinde's fraction is almost got 40 seats. If you minus the seat which they have come from Bajpa. Our aggression is not against Shinde fraction. This everything is done by BJP. BJP is the main culprit. BJP has decided that they don't want local state parties. They want to finish everyone, and they are behave. You have seen in 2019 also. They said that we have not given any word to Uddhav Thackeray about the CM. Now they are saying we have not given any word to Eknath Shinde sir. Rather than this election was fought under Eknath Shinde Saab's leadership, and they have won because of Eknath Shinde was the CM of
So
Maharashtra.
internal differences are visible.
And if Eknath Shinde Saab was not CM of this party, they have not. They must have got only 150 to 160 seats like that. But now it is happening like that. Ki BJP is behaving as it was behaving in 2019. So people have come to know that BJP's tendency is to finish all the local state level parties, and they are working on that.
So if we talk about state level politics, we have seen big leaders losing like Prithviraj Chavan, Balasaheb Thorat. So what exactly went wrong with the Mahavikas Aghadi?
People are getting elected from last eight terms, but now if you are seeing they have lost by 1,500 2,500 votes. There is some contradiction in the EVM and the VVPAT machines also. If you see in the counting, if you see the vote are not tallying with the form 17. That is also a big problem. Form 17 is given to us by the RO, and the votes in the form 17 and votes in the EVM should get matched. So if they are not matching, Supreme Court should intervene. If Supreme Court doesn't intervene, people have to come on the road.
So, but when the introspection will happen of the MVA leaders, because now you have to accept that this defeat has taken place, when the internal introspection will happen.
No, it is already happening. Yesterday, already UBT fraction we had a meeting regarding what went wrong in these elections. But all the people who have lost in this election, everyone was having that EVM is not correct. EVM, there is very big problem in EVMs, and there was money rain also in whole Maharashtra. That is also that was done by BJP. BJP
Because they have a lot of resources and all.
they have spent lot of money in this election also. So if we have to save the democracy, we have to fight against this, and now we have to accept what has happened, and we have to go forward and fight against this.
So, if we talk about this particular assembly constituency, Dombivli, we have also been crisscrossing the entire Thane district. We met few voters who are telling that in Dombivli, cultural festivals matter a lot to few voters rather than actual development. So, do you think this batenge to katenge or the RSS narrative has worked in this assembly constituency?
No, many of RSS, my friends are also working with RSS. We come from Dombivli constituency. We have also influence of RSS on us also because we come from this constituency. We are also Hindus. We also believe in Hinduism. But in especially in Dombivli constituency, there was very big anti-incumbency about the state minister Ravindra Chawani. You must have
He himself has been the PWD minister.
he himself has been the PW minister. There was problems of potholes in Dombivli. There was problems of water. He was not present in the COVID times. He was not present in this constituency. People had a big anti-incumbency against him. Then also he comes out as a winner with the vote margin of 70,000, more than 70,000. So people are not able to believe that this has happened in Dombivli. Many people think that cultural activities and this matter to few bunch of people, but each and every person who has met me, he said ki no, development matters in Dombivli. They need good development, but in future 5 years now, we will have to say that ki we will not able to see the development in Dombivli because Ravindra Chavan, he thinks he is a state leader. He doesn't look after Dombivli properly, and there are no development works in last 15 years. So we can't expect ki in future 5 years he'll do development in Dombivli. That is the main.
So, sub एक है तो safe है. This formula has worked over here.
I would like to bring to your notice one problem which has happened on the day of voting. Only in Thane district we have Urdu teachers, 10% Urdu teachers in government school. In Dombivli constituency, all the Urdu teachers were placed in the polling offices, polling booths, and they were compulsorily they were told you have to wear burqa and sit in the uh, polling booths, and they were sitting with burqas in the polling booth, and that was because they wanted Hindu votes to divert towards BJP. This was done purposely, and I have raised an objection against this, and let's see what happens.
So, politics of polarization is done by BJP. This is what you are saying.
BJP is actually a party which does polarization of casteism and Hinduism, but they don't go with the development in the country or in the city or in the state. They only want the polarization of Hindu votes, and after that, there is no development because of this BJP's this party line. Ki they want only Hinduism. We are also Hindu. We also trust in Hinduism. But
So, because their argument is that UBT faction is not following proper Hindutva, and their Hindutva is different from ours.
this is fake narrative which is said by BJP. We always follow Hinduism, and we are with all the Hindus which are in our state and our country. But our Hinduism is with Hinduism and development can go in hand in hand. So we want Hinduism also, and we want development also. We don't want development without Hinduism and with Hinduism without development. We want Hinduism and development.
But infrastructure development is being done by them also. You have seen the coastal road or the Mankoli bridge and all the coming projects.
Malfunctioning bridge is totally done by me. Coastal road is done by Uddhav Thackeray. It was a dream project of Uddhav Thackeray. How can people say कि in 2.5 years they have done these projects? These projects were in pipeline when Uddhav Thackeray was CM of Maharashtra. This all the projects were.
Are they taking the credit of?
They just want to take the credit. If you see the coastal road, Artal Setu, this all projects were in pipeline when Uddhav Thackeray was CM, and the projects of metro also, all the metros in Mumbai, and this metropolitan region where MMRD is working for development. MMRD was working for development. MMRD's chairman was Uddhav Thackeray. Every time you can't take credit in 2.5 years, can't say for the development. The development was in pipeline, and just they want to take the credit, and BJP strategy is that only ki they need only credits of work which is done by other people.
Okay. So last question, municipality elections will be held in next few months. Uddhav Thackeray has also told the UBT leaders that you have to become ready, get ready for this election. So what are your plans for this upcoming municipal elections, and what are the issues in KDMC that you feel needs to be solved? Like you told, the water issue is one of the most prominent thing.
Most prominent issues are water and redevelopment of old buildings. These are more prominent subjects which are hampering all the development of Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation. But we'll go all out in municipal elections. We have our bodies ready for the municipal elections, and we'll make sure कि we win the local body elections so that we can put some development points in the next upcoming elections.
Okay, so this was Mr. Dipesh Mhatre clearly stating that all the MVA leaders will come together, they will protest against the alleged EVM irregularities, and he will work for the municipal elections. This is Nirmiti Patoe reporting for Lokmat Times. Thank you.